E.N.D here, day 11 and the last day for the spoilers of Duskmourn House of Horror. I really hope you enjoyed this long spoiler season of this terrifying set and hope you got all the insights needed from my channel. Nowadays not all YouTubers, especially the big ones, cover spoilers anymore. Anyway, let's start. And I want to start with the last mythic cards, the last Overlord of the Bale Mark 3 and 2 black 5/5 with impending 5 for 1 and 1 black. When it enters the battlefield or attacks mill 4 cards, then you may return a non-avatar creature card or a planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Walk-in Closet, Forgotten Cellar, Enchantment Room. Walk-in Closet 2 and 1 green, you may play lands from your graveyard. Forgotten Cellar 3 and 2 green, when you unlock this door you may cast spells from your graveyard this turn, and if a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, exile it instead. Waltz of Rage 3 and 2 red sorcery. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature, even yours. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. Roaring Furnace, Steaming Sauna, Enchantment Room. Roaring Furnace for 1 and 1 red. When you unlock this door, it deals damage equal to the number of cards in your hands to target creature and opponent controls. Steaming Sauna 3 and 2 blue. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Sheltered by Ghost 1 and 1 white enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has lifelink and ward 2. Defiled Crypt, Cadaver Lab, Enchantment Room. Defiled Crypt 3 and 1 black. Whenever one or more cards leaves your graveyard, create a 2/2 black horror enchantment creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Cadaver Lab for 1 black. When you unlock this door, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Keys to the House for 1 generic mana artifact. 1. Tap, sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. 3. Tap, sacrifice it, lock or unlock a door of target room you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Cracked Skull 2 and 1 black enchantment aura. Enchant creature enters the battlefield. Look at target player's hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. That player discard that card. When enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. Scorching Dragonfire for 1 and 1 red instant. It deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Bat Hat Beastie 4 and 2 red 5/6 with menace. Mountain Cycle for 2 generic mana. Commander, don't forget that Duskmourn House of Horror will have 4 pre-constructed Commander decks. We already saw 2 of these decks. Today we're going to review the last 2. First deck, Endless Punishment. Its commander, Valgavoth, Harrower of Souls, a Rakdos legendary creature that will impose on your opponent its endless punishment. Aided by the Lord of Pain, 3/1 black and 1 red 5/5 with menace. Your opponents can gain life. Whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. It deals damage equal to the spell's mana value to the chosen player. Persistent Constrictor 4 and 1 black 5/3. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, they lose 1 life and you put a -1/- counter on up to 1 target creature they control. Persist. Sadistic Shell Game 4 and 1 black sorcery. Starting with the next opponent in turn order, each player chooses a creature you don't control. Destroy the chosen creatures. Suspended Sentence 3 and 1 black instant. Destroy target creature opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. Exile it with 3 time counters on it. Suspend for 3 for 1 and 1 black mana. Barb Flare Gremlin 3 and 1 red 3/2 with first strike and haste. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, if it is tapped, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. Then that land deals 1 damage to that player. Gleeful Arsenal 2 and 1 red 1/2 with Undying. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, it deals damage equal to its power to that player. Star Athlete for 1 and 2 red 3/2 with menace. Whenever it attacks, choose up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller may sacrifice it. If they don't, it deals 5 damage to that player. Blitz for 3 and 1 red. Spiked Corridor, Torture Room, Enchantment Room. Spiked Corridor 3 and 1 red. When you unlock this door, create 3/1/1 red devil creature tokens with when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Torture Pit for 3 and 1 red. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage +2 instead. Seance Board 2 generic mana artifact Morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, put a soul counter on it. Tap at X mana of any one color, where X is the number of soul counters on it. Spend this mana only to cast instant, sorcery, demon and spirit spells. Second and last commander deck, Death Toll. Its commander, Winter Cynical Opportunist, a particular commander perfect for reanimation. Aided by Red Maw Creaking Nest for 3-1 black and 1 green 5/5 with Menace and Rage, enters the battlefield, and whenever you play a card with 2 or more card types, each player creates a tap 2/2 black bear creature token with flying. The tokens are guarded for the rest of the game. Deluge of Doom, 2 and 1 black sorcery. All creatures get -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Into the Pit, 2 and 1 black enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spells from the top of your library by sacrificing a non-land permanent in addition to paying their other costs. Demonic Covenant, 4 and 2 black, Kindred enchantment demon. Whenever one or more demons you control attack a player, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. At the beginning of your end step, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying, then mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share all their card types were milled this way, sacrifice it. Polluted Cistern, Dim Obulette, Enchantment Room. Polluted Cistern, 1 and 1 black. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into your graveyard from your library, each opponent loses 1 life for each card type among those cards. Dim Obulette, 4 and 1 black. When you unlock this door, mill 3 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ursine Monstrosity, 2 and 1 green 3/3 with trample. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill a card and choose an opponent at random. It attacks the player this combat if able. Until end of turn, it gains indestructible and gains +1/+1 for each card type among cards in your graveyard. Formless Genesis, 2 and 1 green, Kindred Sorcery Shapeshifter. Changeling, create an XX colorless Shapeshifter creature token with Changeling and Death Touch, where X is the number of lands cards in your graveyard. Retrace. Demolisher Spawn, 5 and 2 green 7/7 with trample and haste. Delirium, whenever it attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, other attacking creatures get +4/+4 until end of turn. Convert to Slime, 3/1 black and 1 green sorcery. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target enchantment. Delirium, then if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, create an XX green ooze creature token, where X is the total mana value of permanents destroyed this way. Death Reap Ritual, 2/1 black and 1 green, enchantment morbid. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, you may draw a card. So that was the last card for this particular day 11 and the last day for the spoilers of Duskmourn House of Horror. I really thank you for the views, I really thank you for the comments, and I really thank you for the support. As said, not all YouTubers nowadays cover spoilers anymore. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.